Hi Talk family, I'm your host 𝐤𝐥𝐸 and thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm hoping this is your favorite online motoring talk show. So our guest for today's episode is an exceptional finance manager revolutionizing the automotive industry with her expertise in finance and customer-centric approach. She maximizes profitability and delivers tailored solutions. So Natasha inspires her team and her colleagues, and she sets new benchmarks for success. So she's also I would say, reshaping the financial landscape, leaving a lasting impact in the industry. And I guess that's why she has become a nominee for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards 2024. Can you believe we have started the process for the 2024 awards, which will be our 6th annual Motoring Woman of the Year Awards anniversary. This year we are celebrating our 5th year anniversary. We are having our awards on the 20th of October. We have 9 provinces that will be participating in the awards, which, as you all know, is powered by MFC and Avo by Nedbank. So without further ado, let's get back to our interview. Her name is Natasha Paji, and she is the finance manager, yes, get this, at Maserati South Africa. And as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Maserati Solutions and MFC and Avo by Nedbank. Hello Natasha.
Hello.
You are such a breath of fresh air walking in here with your pink. By the way, she did not come here with a Maserati. And she'll tell us a reason just now. But Natasha, congratulations on your nomination for next year, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So, before you tell us why you don't have the Maserati here, let's first tell our viewers more about your journey in the trade.
So I would say my journey started maybe from the love of the British motoring magazine, Top Gear and Formula One. That's where my love for cars actually started.
So Jeremy Clarkson?
100%.
Okay.
100%. So like, it's so fascinating, the specifications of different cars, how a small specification change or difference in a car makes a car either the best or the second best. So
love that.
I think that's how it started. But from my career's point of view, I actually started experiencing more of the motoring industry through auditing. I was a cycle audit clerk at one of the accounting firms, and Maserati was actually one of our clients.
Oh wow.
So it's actually a client that everybody wanted to be on, like the team to experience, you know, the Italia, the whole niceness of the brand, because I'm sure, I don't know if you have been to our dealership.
Not yet.
So it's actually, I will organize that you actually visit one day. So that's how actually my journey started. So we started off as an audit of the client of Maserati, and then through career changes, I actually switched role to move into corporate. So from audit to corporate. And surprisingly, I was actually employed by Maserati. So 3 years ago, I started working at Maserati, and that's how my motoring journey changed and started.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow. So why don't we have the Maserati here today?
Okay, to be very honest, it's something I overlooked. I should have brought that car here, and it's something I regret right now because I like showing off. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't think any female in the motoring trade that's representing any brand, okay, do not want to show their brand off. I think Maserati and Ferrari and Porsche and all of the other nice supercar brands are amazing, but for me, being a passenger vehicle motoring journalist, I write about every car and every brand, and every single one of them have such amazing qualities and specifications, as you said, and you know, just all the brands are special to me. However, we have Maserati in the house. So look, Natasha, you accepted your nomination knowing that this is a platform that empowers, educates, uplifts women in the motoring trade. How do you feel about this platform?
It's a great initiative. It's a platform that I actually think is helping changing the narrative. Motor industry is actually well known for it being a male-dominated industry.
Absolutely.
So I actually believe this initiative is great. It's actually acting as a catalyst to the transformative economic growth through women.
Absolutely.
So it's something I actually stand for and support the vision and the mission. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And yes, transformation and women empowerment and women moving up the ranks into financial management positions at Maserati is what we want to see. Okay, so yes, I thank you for recognizing that this is not a competition.
No.
This is a movement.
Women empowerment in South Africa is, I feel, long overdue, and it's something with an organization like yours, it's amazing.
Yeah, we need to keep this narrative. So what's something interesting that you have learned working in the motoring industry?
Well, a lot, to be very honest. But something that's fascinating is, you know how just like a human being or an animal, the motoring industry, or rather a motor vehicle, has a life cycle. Yeah. So like from us being importers from Italy, because our vehicles are from Italy, so from the start, the journey to actually have a customer order a vehicle, how it starts and how it ends is fascinating. So for you to actually see someone driving the Maserati on the road, I just sit there and think, it was quite a process to actually have this car on the road. Yeah, yeah.
It's wow.
It's quite a process. So for me, it's fascinating, from the production, from it being shipped here, from us costing us and pricing it. It's fascinating that it's us who determine the price.
Absolutely. Yes. Look, I also did a road trip a couple of weeks back to the Drakensberg, and I saw this vehicle. Yes. I mean, this truck carrying about 6 vehicles. I won't say what brand on it. And I was like, wow. I mean, the work that goes into before this car arrives at the dealership and then at someone's house, it's a long process. We take it for granted. We really do. So what's something that you as an individual, are proud of, and why?
Firstly, I'm a woman in a so-called male-dominated industry. It's something that I'm really proud of. And like I said, helping the whole movement to empowering women, I feel like I'm aiding to that in trying to excel in the position that I'm actually in. So I'm actually proud of that and the courage and personal growth it actually brought, because it's not an easy industry, I must say, but I loved it. I've grown. I've grown courage. I have learned immense, like a lot of information about the motoring industry. So I'm really proud of the person that I've become through
Natasha,
the industry.
No, that's amazing, and certainly you should be proud of that. How do you find the strength and the courage to face those days that you just don't want to smile?
Very true. Life is not always good. Not every day is a good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, I have an amazing team, both at work and both at home. The family at work is very supportive. So in as much as a day might be bad, we always try to turn the lemons into the lemonade. Yeah. So the support system is amazing, and it's something that I actually that keeps me going. Having a supportive team, and we keep each other motivated. Absolutely. And also daily affirmations. If you tell yourself it's going to be a good day, no matter how bad it is, you might find the good in it.
I'm going to ask you a question that is, I don't normally ask, but for a female that's so confident, I believe that you can, definitely encourage another female. So what can a woman do to portray an impression of confidence and knowledge, when asked a question by a client that they have no idea how to answer on, or not just the client, even just a colleague, you're a financial manager, so there's not, you don't know everything, I don't know everything, but we still want to feel confident. How would you respond to that?
It's a very good question, I must say. I'll give you a practical example of myself. Being in finance, I'm not heavily involved in the detail of vehicles in as much as I know. So I'm not as knowledgeable as the salespeople or the service people. Right. So in a situation that I'm on the floor and the customer walks up to me and they're asking the specification of a certain vehicle, which I have limited knowledge about, as a woman, I would say it's maintaining the eye contact, choosing the right words, telling yourself they are in your territory, you have to lead them. So in a situation for me where a customer actually asks the specification of a vehicle, I always go back to my notes or actually introduce the salesperson who knows better about a vehicle, so that also gives the client confidence to say, I'm actually being introduced to a person who actually knows the product, that are going to give me very detailed information and who's going to help me. It actually gives a bit of confidence in that. So as women, I would say tell yourself you can do it, and you can do it.
Absolutely.
No matter what the situation, yeah.
Absolutely. Now for the hundreds of young, especially women of color, that are sitting at home watching you, a woman that works as a financial manager in a leadership position for Maserati, what advice can you give to them in terms of joining the motoring trade?
Okay, the sky's the limit, to be very honest. With your organization, we should always show up and show off. With passion and dedication, you can be anything. You can do anything, no matter how hard it can be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, Natasha, thank you for joining our movement. Thank you for being a part of an initiative where we pay it forward and give back to the females in our community to be empowered. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ladies, in light of the conversation that Natasha and I just had, as you can see, I am beaming from ear to ear here, because it's so exciting to have an empowered woman from a supercar brand in studio with me. I just want to read these two quotes that reminds me of her. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, and I think she is a perfect example of that. I also want to read this quote by George Eliot. It's never too late to be what you might have been. So it doesn't matter how old you are. If you dream about or have dreamt about something in your younger years, it's never too late to make those dreams come true. Ladies, it's so important to step outside your comfort zone and unlock the extraordinary. So embrace the unknown, for that's where growth and potential resides. I also want you to know that if you believe in yourself and your ability to overcome challenges and to achieve the unthinkable, you will achieve. Embrace discomfort as a catalyst for breakthroughs, and adventure awaits beyond your comfort zone. So let courage guide your path. I want to end off with my quote from my guru. His name is Sadhguru. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And with that being said, I would like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.